finals for 3 years in a row at the Winners. You won in 06 and 08. This is your first summer qualifier at Pomona. Probably not exactly how you envisioned the Winners starting. Tell us a little bit about your run so far.
Well, a lot of people would think being #1 qualifier at any race would be a jinx because there's not a lot of guys that qualify #1 and go on to win the race. Didn't happen very often last year, if at all. I can't remember. But it's a great start. I tell you, it's so much pressure on the whole team and the driver when you know you're going to have rain-shortened sessions and maybe only get one shot. And my crew chief, Jimmy Prock, he shoots for the moon all the time, and that worries me sometimes. But and especially this run here, because after we went testing in Phoenix, we had a lot of guys had issues over there. You know, the track was tricky, and so we have a kind of a new setup in our car this year that we tested very shortly there after the last day of testing there. And so Jimmy Prock went back to Indy and got on our clutch dyno and just worked night and day and came here with a new setup, something we've never ran before. And that's really tough to do because there's a learning curve with any kind of changes you do to these cars. It's a huge learning curve, and to go out there and go to the top spot, it's unbelievable. It doesn't give you a lot of confidence though going in tomorrow, because you still, before you have a setup that works and a combination, it takes, like Austin Coyle says, 20, 25 runs before you know that does this or this does that, and what you put in there made a real difference. Just because it did it one run, but at least we're in. It's it's scary coming here to the Auto Club Raceway and in front of all my sponsors and our hometown and not qualifying. So Del Worsham went out there and ripped an 03 off, and he was quick. He was a quick car at both test sessions this winter. That shows he's going to be tough. And all three of our cars had got in front of me, and now that it's 1,000 foot, when you shut the thing off at 1,000 foot and hit the parachute, I glance up and look at the scoreboard and I saw 4:03.7. And I was so happy, but I didn't know what Del ran. I knew he ran 4:03 with something, but I didn't know if I was #1 or not. But it was a very nice run, and the speed clocks didn't work, but that was probably a run at least 310 miles an hour, or maybe a little better.